No, hold on. This is 5 minutes funnier. Hi, I'm Jimmy England, and I'm here for 5 minutes funnier with tips and hacks to help you be a funnier comedian. And today I'm going to talk about mistakes you make on stage. Not forgetting to do up your zipper, not wearing the wrong hat for this particular venue. I'm talking about when you're doing a set and you suddenly realize you've made a mess of it and you're kind of stuck in the middle of it. Well, boy, what are you going to do in that situation? Because that can be scary. Quite often it happens because you've done that bit so many times you're almost on cruise control. Actually, you are on cruise control and your brain skips over something and all of a sudden you're not where you need to be. Now, the first thing you have to do in that situation is slow down. The tendency is when we mess something up is to speed up, like somehow that's going to make the situation better, but actually it's quite the reverse. It does mess things up a lot more. So the first thing you want to do in that situation is slow down. Now, if in making that mistake you left out a significant part of your act, so be it. If you're doing a 40-minute set and you just screwed up 30 minutes of it, yeah, you might want to do a little panicking. But by and large, if you're just doing 5 minutes and now you're going to be doing 3 minutes, nobody's going to care. Other comedians are not going to complain. If it's an open mic, the venue's not going to complain. Of course, sometimes you need to do a little triage work on what just happened. Like you have to determine how bad was it really? Did I just mess up big time and everybody realizes it? Or is it just a minor thing? I skipped a bunch of material and I can just keep going. They'll never know. They won't. Just keep on going. It's that simple. But if you did make a major mistake, well, we're going to have to deal with that. Now, if you messed up and you're really good at improv and crowd work, this can be a fun opportunity for you to get out in front of the audience and admit that you did make the mistake. And by the way, admitting that you made the mistake, whether you're going to do crowd work or whether you're going to try and save your act, as I'm going to just get into in a second, I've said this before. The audience loves being in the know. They love the fact that you sat there and screwed up and now you're admitting to it. It's a big joke. They're going to remember that probably for a long time, especially if you can make the situation work for you. So how do you make the situation work for you? Well, one way is by being actually prepared, because you need to know this is going to happen. You're definitely going to mess up. So if you've got some quick catch lines, quick jokes to make about the fact that you messed up, I've mentioned this one before. Whenever I make a mistake or I get lost up on stage, I go, oh my God, I forgot where I am. This is what happens when you get to be my age. You come up on stage to be funny. Next thing you know, you're wandering around looking for a place to pee. Trust me, that always gets a laugh. That saves my rear end whenever it gets bad. And to be honest with you, it doesn't happen too often. In fact, I'll sometimes throw that line in just to get a laugh because things are going well and it's a dependable laugh line. But the point is that you need to develop some things so that if something goes south on you, you've got some funny lines that you can say to the audience that acknowledges the fact that something just blew up in your face. If you make the mistake and then can immediately come in with your savers that will save the situation, it's going to make you look like a pro. So be prepared for when that happens, because it will happen. And finally, as soon as you can, after you've had your little chuckle about what happened to you right then, pick up the thread wherever you can find it and continue on. Don't dwell on the fact that you messed up. Just keep going. Sometimes that's what we have to do. Just power through, especially with new material that you're unsure of. Anyway, that's all from me, Jimmy England, for 5 minutes funnier. And I'm getting better. And by the time this comes out, hopefully I will maybe be able to give up Junior here. In the meantime, stay funny, everybody.